off The Wire today, and it's funny because in the commercial break, I'm like, wait, I'm obsessed with your shoes. Where did you get them?
I got them on DSW. So I don't wear leather, and it's often hard to find, shoes. A lot of things have leather. And so many companies, though, are now making things that are pleather. And to me, I don't need to wear leather to wear a fun green heel. And there it is.
I love that. And it had nothing to do with the fact that this story has hit the wire. But, okay, so apparently all day people are freaking out on Twitter and Instagram and social media and every portal about your jacket. But did you know that your hair and outfit were making,
I did not.
It's everywhere.
My mother actually mentioned this to me before it was anywhere else. Maybe she started it. She said, I noticed you didn't wear a blazer, you wore a sweater. And I said, what is she talking about? I said, I always wear a blazer. And then I thought, it was the sweater blazer. There it is.
That's a sweater?
Well, it's like sweatery material, yeah.
Oh, it's very lovely. It's a very beautiful color.
It's a shocking color, but it was autumn.
So I was going to say, a lot of people are saying, oh, she's already worn that jacket and she's wearing it again with no attitude, no negativity. There's nothing slanderous or upsetting about it. Just an absolute observant, obsessive commenting about how you repeated a jacket.
For men in these hosting positions, they also change clothes every episode, but they wear, a blue suit, a gray suit, a black suit, and they just change the ties. It's less noticeable.
But I like when people repeat something because that's what normal life is. You know what's not normal life is being able to change your outfit. This top I've worn several times on the show. These pants, they're dusty at this point. I wear them so often. That's what we do. We mix and match and pair. So
I've never worn this. This is just for you. And I will never wear that blazer again. That's it. It's done.
Well, apparently, if you do, they're going to notice. Now, with all the reboots going on, have you ever considered a Blossom reboot?
We've not had a conversation about a full reboot. Don Rio, who created Blossom and was our executive producer for years, he and I actually, he has a dramatic script with the characters from Blossom that he and I have been working on for years. It would be a very different way to think of a reboot. But on Call Me Kat, our first episode of the season, we had Joey Lawrence and Jenna Von Oy and Michael Stoyanov on. And I'll go ahead and I'll give you a little fun reveal. You're the first one I'm telling. In our finale, Ted Wass, who played my dad on Blossom, is playing Kat's father in a fantasy sequence. So it's like a full circle Blossom, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Are you
pulling a Bob Newhart?
We're very excited. Also, for us, it's just like a sweet little bookend to season 2 that we started with, the cast of Blossom, and we're ending. And Ted Wass also is a very accomplished director. And so for him to, come out of acting kind of retirement and come to play Kat's dad, we're very, very excited. So I would need things to quiet down a little in my life so that I'm not also holding 2 jobs. I also have a podcast called Mayim Bialik's Breakdown,
which is
all
the
about
one
mental
that gave
health.
me.
So I'm very busy. I'm very busy.
Listen to the podcast too. It is full of life revelations.
It's
some
really
of
fun.
which I've been the beneficiary because I'm a listener. And everything that you do, we are here for it.
Thank you. That's very sweet.
Mayim Bialik.
Thank
As
you.
They Made Us, her gorgeous writer, director, film that's very personal, is in theaters and on demand now with a stellar cast and a beautiful approach to storytelling. It really is. And you are just, I love you so much.
Thank you.